Rohingya refugees persists hunger strike for deducted rations. Morgue's attempts to kill a Rohingya youth in Phao Thao. Burma to send envoys to Rohingya camps in BD. Rohingya refugees have kept continuing their hunger strike and refused to receive depleted ration amount from WFP on 3rd July 2019 at refugee camps in Cox's Bazar, Bangladesh, reports Rohingya refugees. Rohingya refugees alerted to food distribution NGOs that they will not receive abstraction ration amount that was announced by WFP 3 days ago. Due to the following circumstances, Rohingya refugees have started hunger strike 3 days ago and is still ongoing. 3rd July 2019, Rohingya women, including children and men, awaited an entire day in this heavy rain at WFP's office since morning from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eventually, they had to return to their destructed shelters, which were destroyed by heavy rain without any ration. Even in this emergency situation, no higher officer from WFP or UNHCR arrived to talk to Rohingya refugees. Rohingya parents said their children are starving from last 2 to 3 days. If anyone goes through any unacceptable situation, then WFP will be responsible for that. The matter started when WFP's volunteers refused to pay total ration amount to Rohingya refugees and reduced 370 taka from their total amount 770 taka at camp number 24, 25, 26 and 27. Because after reducing Rohingya refugees' ration amount, it becomes impossible to survive for them. Now Rohingya refugees demanded to fulfill their valid demands and said they will no longer receive reduced rations until their demands are met. A group of Morgue Rakhine tortured and attempted to kill a Rohingya youth in a village of Phao Thao township on 2nd July 2019. Rohingya youth named Muhammad Alam, son of Shobi Alam, was caught by a group of Morgues between the two hills located between Sandama and Kinifarang village. Later, he was brutally tortured by the group of Morgue with the intention of killing. Fortunately, some villagers passed by the road and eyewitnessed the merciless incident. Then he was rescued by the villagers and the group of Morgue had to run away in fear. The cruel incident took place at around 9 a.m. while he was returning to Kinifarang. Muhammad Alam hails from the internally displaced people's camp IDP in Kinifarang, Kinibiyang village of Phao Thao township. The rescuer villagers got him to his IDP camp in critically injured condition and is in need of immediate medical assistance. Since 2012, state-sponsored violence, thousands of Rohingyas were forced out of their homes to the IDPs and still today they are forced to linger in inhumane conditions. Burma is sending a high-level delegation soon to camps in Bangladesh to explain to hundreds of thousands of Rohingya Muslims how they can return home, Burma's UN ambassador said on Monday. Some 740,000 Rohingya fled a crackdown by Burmese military in 2017 in Arakan state and are living in camps in Cox's Bazar. Many refugees have been traumatized, providing accounts of rape, mass killings and razing of villages. Burma's ambassador Hao Du-swan told a General Assembly meeting that his government will dispatch a high-level delegation to Cox's Bazar very soon, by the end of July, to explain to the displaced people the arrangements made for the repatriation and resettlement. Burma has faced international pressure to allow the Rohingya to return to Arakan and grant them citizenship rights. The United Nations has complained that progress to address the refugee crisis has been far too slow. The only viable solution for the refugees is the safe, voluntary and dignified repatriation to Myanmar, said UN envoy to Myanmar Christine Schraner Bergener. And the key responsibility for creating conducive conditions in Rakhine lies with Myanmar. She said that a first step to addressing the Arakan crisis would be to halt the heavy fighting with the Arakan army.